Right now, this one was one that was done on an old Imperials project, and it looks something like this. So I always thought that one was kind of pretty, and the song from that point, if you remember, goes into I'm in paradise if I'm walking next to you. Can't remember the title of the song off the top of my head, but it was an old Imperials favorite. This next lick I'm going to show you is a Floyd Cramer lick. It was one of the first hot licks I ever learned, and it was actually a steel guitar player that taught it to me. He wasn't a piano player, but he knew how to do the licks, and so I kind of took it from there. You'll probably recognize this. The song back then was entitled Last Date. What I want to do is I want to go back to the first one I showed you, slow it down, and then I'll go back to the one that I just showed you by Floyd Cramer and slow that one down. The first one, like I told you, was by the Imperials. You've seen me go down the scale from high C to low C. Here's what it would look like slowly. Pretty simple, nothing really fancy. You're just rolling the fingers until you get to here. So you're going. Floyd Cramer. I'm going to do my best to do this in slow motion because it's a little more complicated. And you can use that lick in a lot of different songs. In fact, I do. And it really works out good in a lot of Southern gospel-style Christian country songs. This next song is an old Dirk Johnson lick. I didn't learn it from Dirk Johnson. I wish I could watch him, like I said, but I learned this from a good friend of mine. His name is Ron Short. He's played on some projects of ours. And I don't really know what you would call this. I'll do it fast, and then I'll try and slow it down for you. Time. One of my favorite licks. Now we'll try to slow that down for you. It's a pretty long one. I will tell you about this lick, it can only sound that good in the key of G. So if you're playing a keyboard or something like that and you have a transpose key, you're going to want to transpose if you're playing it in a different key other than G. If you're in G, you're all right, but any other key, you're going to want to transpose. I'll show you one more before I go. This is an old Jimmy Swaggart lick, is one of the first ones. Actually, I'll show you a couple by him. First couple hot licks I learned from well, actually, the Lord taught me these licks. I didn't really learn them from anybody showing me, but this one was one I picked up. The Lord taught me from Jimmy Swaggart. Very old lick. You'll probably recognize it. Now, to slow that down. When you do that drop, it's so it's that one's a little more sophisticated. And then one of my favorite licks by Brother Swaggart sounds like this. Slowing that down, at least I'll try. slow it down a little bit more. That's it for now.